Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spy-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spy-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. April 5th to the 18th. Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass. Here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now. But we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Deeply rooted in our rich ancestral traditions. Spice Mass, the return, a celebration of life.
Welcome to Spice Mass 2022. Reviving the spirit of our ancestors through our traditional mass. Jab, the The unique celebration of freedom, drenched in black. Feel the power. The rejuvenating sound of pan. A display of colors in fancy mass. And the rebirth of calypso and soca music.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
So Maristic Mountain has this amazing 55 acres of complete rainforest estate, organic, natural environment. We believe that when you come to Grenada, there's so many things to explore and see, and you can come to Maristic Mountain and volunteer.
We do organic farming. Tourists could come in and enjoy themselves up here.
You can plant trees, you can pick fruits, you can harvest spices with us, and you actually give back to the island.
We have that great atmosphere, so I think it's a great place that tourists will love to be, and they will enjoy themselves as fully as you can be.
We have an awesome team of agriculture workers here at Maristic Mountain. When you come here, you get to connect with Mr. McIntosh and Mr. Richardson, and you leave here as a friend. You know, you become very close to people, and here will always be a home away from home, and you're always welcome back.
Welcome to Maristic Mountain. Come and join us in voluntary tourism.
Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spice-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spice-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. April 5th to the 18th. Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass. Here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now, but we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Deeply rooted in our rich ancestral traditions. Spice Mass, the return, a celebration of life.
Welcome to Spice Mass 2022. Reviving the spirit of our ancestors through our traditional mass. Jab, the unique celebration of freedom, drenched in black. Feel the power. The rejuvenating sound of pan. A display of colors in fancy mass. And the rebirth of calypso and soca music.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today. All right, so welcome back to the National Stadium in St. George's, Grenada for the start of the third match on the third day of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. Bay Leaf Blasters versus Nutmeg Warriors. It is Nutmeg Warriors versus Cinnamon Pacers. Nutmeg Warriors versus Cinnamon Pacers in match number 3 on day 3. It was a day severely affected by rain. We are about to see the start of the third match, and we hope that there is no more interruptions from rain, as the umpires for this match, John Mack and Roger Davis, they make their way out to the middle, followed by the batsmen for the Ginger Generals. Ewan Jeremiah, number 5 on his back. With him is Kimani Milius, number 21. Andre Fletcher earlier on won the toss, the captain of Nutmeg Warriors, and he asks the Ginger Generals to bat first. So we'll just go through the squads. It's on change. I am Nutmeg Warriors, Andre Fletcher, Akeem Alexis, Wavell Benjamin, Karen Kotoy, Daryl Cyrus, who had some level of success opening the bowling with his leg spin, Haston Jackson, Sheldon Joseph, Donald McDonald, Keyshawn Mitchell, Alex Moses, and Shondell Regis. The Ginger Generals 11 led by Roland Cato, Reynold Charles, Samuel Charles, Larry Edward, Keon George, Ewan Jeremiah, Daniel McDonald, Kimani Milius, Kimo Peters, Nicholas Redhead, and Adrian Thomas. Ginger Generals also fielding an on-change 11 from the team that would have demolished the Cinnamon Pacers in the final game yesterday afternoon. So we are all set and raring to go for the start of this T10 encounter between the Ginger Generals and Bay Leaf Blasters. Nutmeg Warriors. Andre Fletcher is setting the field, getting the fielders in the right position. It's going to be Haston Jackson to be bowling from the northern end of the ground. We are raring to go here at the National Cricket Stadium. It's a quite cooler conditions right here. Here at the National Stadium, as the umpires get the final signal there from the scores, indicating that match is about to begin. It's Haston Jackson, number 47 on his back. He'll be bowling first up to Kimani Milius, the former West Indies under 19 captain. He's also an opening batsman for the Wynwood Volcanoes team. Would have played first class cricket, and he'll be looking to see if he can get his team off to a good start as Jackson into Milius, and Jackson starts with a no ball. Overstepping there and signal a no ball by umpire Roger Davis. So it's going to be a free hit and a perfect opportunity for Milius to get his eyes in and get a free swing at that one. And Raphael Crooney opening the batting and having a free hit of what you can say the first ball of the inning is what you would like.
Yeah, certainly. As you remember, Jackson do seem to have that problem. No balls.
And that one, he tugs it down fine behind square on the onside for 4. The fielder had short fine leg. He dived behind it as Keyshawn Mitchell, but he was not able to stop it, and neither was the fielder coming in from backward of square. So 4 runs to Milius. He's off the mark, and he's on 4, and Ginger Generals 5 without loss.
Yeah, had the freedom to swing at that delivery, being a free hit, coming off the bottom edge, and just go past that backward square or short fine leg position and beat the man the backward square boundary for 4.
Yes, excellent start there from the Keyman Emilius. He would have missed out yesterday, being out in the first over of the chase. Modest chase that they end up having to do yesterday. I think it was 24 from 4 overs, and he didn't get any. Neither did his pack colleague Jeremiah, who was run out with a facing a ball. And he would like to make amends here on in the second match. Short and wide and lifting delivery busses through the arms, the gloves of the wicket keeper Wavell Benjamin. Signal wide now by umpire Roger Davis, and certainly out of control on that occasion there, Hassan Jackson.
Well, it is interesting that he was given the first over, the new ball. And one can remember in the first edition the tremendous problem he had in terms of bowling wides and bowling no balls, which was an issue. But coming off what we saw in his first game, did indicate to us that he seemed to have got it right in terms of good line and length. His first over was a good one. We see he came back from the second spell and was trained on the leg side. And this start today, again, just indicates that he still seemed to be having problem in terms of his line and direction.
This one is a short delivery, rushes Kimani Milias, who is into the shot quicker before the ball arrives. The ball goes down to the short third man position, where the fielding there is done by Shondell Regis. So that's a leg by, as signaled by umpire Roger Davis. So another extra to the total. The score now moves on by 1 to 11. 11 without loss after just 2 legal deliveries in the over.
Yeah, another sort of start that they would have loved. Ginger Jonas of the 11 without loss in just 2 deliveries. And Nutmeg Warriors really would not have been looking for that sort of start, but they are sort of team that can come back and hit back really strongly. As Jackson, it does have a lot of pace, but in terms of its direction, its line, and still seem to be really concerned about the no balls.
Yeah, I think really it all stems from his run-up, because we have observed him for previous occasions, and his run-up is always as a delivery on the line of the leg, some turn into the leg side. Jeremiah goes through for a single. Here it came. Darrell Cyrus scampering in overthrow, and he goes into the boundary for 4 overthrows. So there was no one backing up, but at the same time, you could not have faulted Darrell Cyrus for looking to attack the stump, because Jeremiah was in trouble getting into his crease.
Yeah, he came in very quickly, and I think if he would have hit the stump there, he would have been out. So he took the chance, missed it, and there was no one was able to get around quick enough, and that resulted in really another 5. So 15 and 3 deliveries, and
it's a really every thought form of extra so far. You had wides, you had leg buys, now you have 4 overthrows. Really, and don't think the Ginger Generals will say no to those free runs. Jeremiah goes through the line and hits that one over long on. Wine log on for 6. Fine shot there from Jeremiah. Hassan Jackson pitching the ball full on the line, just about middle stump, and Jeremiah swinging to the line. Fine shot over long on for 6.
It was a very good shot, and it was not all a bad delivery, as you probably may get a chance to look at the replay, but he really climbed into it and hit it sweetly as it went sailing over long on for 6. A lovely shot by Jeremiah.
Excellent start there from Jeremiah. Reminding me, yesterday he faced his first 2 balls. He scored 10 runs today. And yesterday he would have faced he didn't face a ball and got run out. That's the nature of cricket, Rafael Crooney. You really have to take it one day at a time, and can dwell on the highs too much, neither the lows.
So 4 deliveries, 21 without loss. And really it's a dream start. It's a sort of start that any team would be happy about. Still in the first over is 22 without loss.
Dreaded start there. Hassan Jackson struggling a bit as he's in once again to bowl to Jeremiah on the line of the leg song. A wide signal by umpire, and you can see the distraught there by the bowler, thinking that probably would have came off the bat, but signal wide, and might have actually came off the pads. So we see a replay once again. Ball angling down very close to the pad, and I can see as he passed the pad, it deviated away from the batsman. That means he would have brushed the pad. So probably would have been the reason for the frustration expressed there by the bowler.
Yeah, it looked close. It's very difficult for us to see here whether or not it touched the bat or so, but I think the umpire is really in the right position, and he indicated not out, and sometimes even though sometimes things don't go away, we have to go with it. Remembering that the umpires are human just as we are.
Yeah, so it's a very lengthy over so far. Still two deliveries to go in the over. A short ball, signal and no ball, and the struggles of Jackson in this over continues. Short ball had Jeremiah hooking, wasn't able to collect, flew over his head into the gloves of wicketkeeper Wavell Benjamin. But the outstretched arms of umpire Roger Davis indicating that the bowler would have overstepped means that it's no ball and it's a free hit to come up.
Yeah, I had the opportunity of having a discussion, probably a little work with Jackson in regards to his run-up. And seemingly that he sort of sorted out, but it is discipline. You have to work at it, even though you probably know what to do, but you have to practice. A lot of you have to keep repeating over and over, and it calls for discipline in terms of you working towards what you're supposed to do. And maybe it's not being done. He has not been continuous in doing that. And now we are back at the same situation where the problem continues. No balls and wides.
Yeah, so here he is once more. Jeremiah makes some room to the leg side, scoops that one back over the top. Fine shot there from Jeremiah. He knew it was a free hit, got inside the line of that one, played the scoop, the ram shot. He did it quite well, flew over the keeper's head for 6. So a horror over continues for Aston Jackson. A length delivery, excellent shot there by Johan Jeremiah.
Yeah, what a lovely shot, improvisation, and he had the opportunity. He could have done that to that free hit and really hit it well as it went over the keeper head down to the boundary for 6.
Crooney, if you look at the scoreboard, it's actually 30 without loss, and you still have one delivery left in the first over. And Jeremiah plays that one in front of him back down the out pitch to the bowler. So the end of the first over, very long over, one which conceded 30 runs at 9 extras, 17 off the bat to Johan Jeremiah and 4 to Kimani Milius. After one over, it is 30 without loss.
Yeah, very good start by Ginger Generals. They would that over certainly will give both batsmen a lot of confidence. Again, Jackson continued to struggle. Has been a problem over the years, and it seemed to have continued being hit, for 2 huge 6s in that over, and continue to be bowling wide and no balls.
Yeah, so it's going to be now the turn of Akeem Alexis. For the first 2 matches, it was Daryl Cyrus who would have opened with his leg spin from the southern end. Now it's going to be Akeem Alexis with off spin to bowl to Kimani Milius first up. A short and wide, and came back, gives himself some room, hits through the offside, and that ball races across the ropes for 4. So a short delivery to start off with, and rightly dispatched by Kimani Milius.
Yeah, poor delivery, and was given the right treatment, a short delivery. And he went back, hit it all along the ground, but beat the cover fielder. And with no one on the boundary, goes down to the boundary for 4. Again, good shot.
Yeah, Akeem Alexis will get to right that first delivery. To that delivery, Milius goes back, gets that on the edge, Crooney into the gloves of the keeper, and there is no run scored.
Yeah, well, the keeper didn't show any indication of disappointment in trying to stop this one.
This one, another short one, cut back, goes back, cuts. Andre Fletcher does the cleaning up in the covers, rifles is and return to Wavell Benjamin on top of the stumps. So 1 run to Milius brings Jeremiah on strike. And Crooney, I think the left-handed Jeremiah will be fancying his chances against Akeem Alexis.
Yeah, I would be a bit probably disappointed not doing more with that delivery. It was another short delivery. He looking to pierce the offside field, trying to pick that gap. Fletcher moving quickly to his right was able to cut it off. And in the process, he collected one more. He was 17 is Jeremiah, 6'9" Milius.
And to the disappointment of those of us here in the commentary box, the players on the field, the stumps are being removed yet again, one time during the day, as we have a rain interruption. We hope that it's not going to be a long one, as the covers, 2 pieces of covers are being brought on the ground to cover the wicket as the players, they make their way off. So at the rain interruption, the Ginger Generals losing the toss and asked to bat first. They're 35 without loss.
Yeah, and one hopes that they're not going to go on for long. I think we look at the groundsman in terms of the movement, and not too keen in terms of moving quickly. So it's a good sign. Just drizzling slightly, so just probably want to make sure that this surface is not wet. But again, I think that Ginger Generals will be happy with the start that they have. Just in the second over, they are 35 without loss. Nutmeg Warriors will be disappointed. The sort of over that they had for the start, Jackson really was not producing what was expected.
Yeah.
But as we know, this team, Nutmeg Warriors, is a good team. They have depth, and we look at the spinners on the team, which seem to be the sort of bowlers that have been keeping things pretty tight. They were able to pull back in their first game due to the spinners, and one still hope that with the sort of bowling they have, they will be able to pull things back. But certainly a good start by Ginger Generals.
Yeah, certainly a good start, and we're just going to take a short, we're going to take a break, and we'll hope to be back with you soon for the resumption of the match as the covers are being tightened onto the field, onto the pitch to protect it from the weather. So we're going to be rejoining you momentarily.
Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spital T10 2.0 cricket competition. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team, love the game. Dream 11 Spice T10 2.0 cricket competition, April 5th to the 18th, Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass, here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now. But we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Deeply rooted in our rich ancestral traditions. Spice Mass, the return, a celebration of life.
Welcome to Spice Mass 2022. Reviving the spirit of our ancestors through our traditional mass. Jab, the unique celebration of freedom, drenched in black. Feel the power. The rejuvenating sound of pan. A display of colors in fancy mass. And the rebirth of calypso and soca music.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
Welcome back to the National Stadium. Match number 7, Ginger General batting. They are 36 without loss. We are into the second over. Milius on 9. Johan Jeremy on 18 in a really sort of explosive start. Akim Alexis will continue in the second over. It's just 1.3 overs. Jeremiah 18 from 5 deliveries. Milius 9 from 6. The left-handed Jeremiah, as Alexis will go between the umpire and the stump, and this one is caught square, and this going to rush down to the backward square boundary for 4. Good shot, short delivery, and Jeremiah was on his back foot and really hit it smoothly down to backward point for 4. Really, really good shot. As I welcome with us this evening, John Eugene. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Crowley.
Certainly, as we see a short ball, and just give himself the sort of room that's necessary and hit it square, and it goes for 440. It's 40 without loss, and Alexis just being on the short side. And this one is pushed back to the bowler. But you're seeing, John, as you see, I know that you only came in last night and you're seeing the games today. Again, hit down to backward point. He's going to rush for another 4. Again, just playing a little bit later there and just beating the backward point and that short third man. And yet again, another 4 too. Jeremiah.
Yeah, Crony, I came in last night, like you said. I saw most of the games today. Today is an off day really for the Volcanoes. What I saw today is some keenly contested games so far. The batsmen seems to be dominating today's proceedings. We saw the second game in particular, having Hodge and Devon Smith. Yeah, they put in a good batting display, and in this game, Milius and Jeremiah have gotten the Ginger Generals off to a very good start.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's a flying start, and only 2 overs completed. The batting of Jeremiah really have been really excellent, playing some beautiful shots. So Daryl Cyrus, a right-arm leg spinner, picking up from this northern end, a short delivery. This is just going to run down to the close to the boundary. Let's see. It's top just inside the boundary, and we'll wait for the signal of the umpire. Leg by signal. So that's 2 more. It's 46.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting because you have 2 Volcanoes players now against each other.
Yes, and you sometimes you can feel the competitive nature. Again, same line. It's stopped by the short fine leg this time. As another leg by signal. Again, he was looking to hit some way over backward square mid wicket.
Yeah, I think Cyrus seems to, the line seems to be just on leg stump.
Yeah, I guess as a leg spinner, you want to probably look into really the turn from leg to off, maybe try to get a wicket or someone being bowled behind the back. But the attack really has been just around that line. Left-handed Jeremiah. And this one is lofted and goes straight over mid-off. Again, a lovely shot. Just getting, and so important when you get into the right position, and he hit it smoothly over long off for 6.
Yeah, definitely a good shot there by Johan Jeremiah, hitting straight. And again, Cyrus just misses the mark. And, this delivery was right in the slot, and Jeremiah hitting straight down the ground, maximum.
Yeah, a good shot. And left-hander with the ball coming into him. He really hit it well. It's about the third 6 hit by Jeremiah. Again tossed up, and again goes to short third man, and just come through for a quick run. Again was good running by Milius, who really followed what going on, and he was the one that really pushed And Jeremiah responded. So yet another good over is 54, and we still have 2 deliveries in the over. So the right-handed Milius. And where this one goes, looking for the big hit, makes no contact, ball spin outside the off stump. And we look at these 2 players. Milius, as we know, stroke player, really a dashing player, loves to hit the ball. But we see Jeremiah is really outscoring him. Kane going for that big shot. Again, looking for power, not really getting into position. Again, he missing that ball, and that it went on the offside. So the end of another over. Cyrus first over went for 7. The end of 3 overs is 54 without loss.
Yeah, I think Melius is just losing his shape a bit, trying to hit over mid wicket, and the leg spinner is spinning across him. So obviously he's going to get some problems there. In comparison to Jeremiah, who was hitting straight.
Yeah.
So again, a good start from the Ginger Generals. After is it 3 overs? 3 overs, yeah, 54. So it's a very good start for the Generals.
I would want to think it's the most explosive start we had in the tournament so far with all the teams. In terms of 3 overs being 54. Really a good start. Moses, and this one is hit down to backward point, but there's a feeler on the boundary, misfeel a little bit. And they are coming about being sent back there, Jeremiah being sent back there. But again, short delivery that has been crushed down to the boundary. But Fletcher picking up the strength of Jeremiah hitting square would have pushed the feeler right back on the boundary. And so 1 run. Trying to pick up
Kieran Kotoy.
Kotoy. It's good to see him back. Again, Milius, as you see, really losing his shape. Trying to hit maybe through the offside. Body one way, and you could see him there. His left foot, his right foot in the air as he looked to play that shot.
Yeah, you're right, Corny. He just probably has to play normal cricket shots.
And this is hit well, short delivery, and it was hit well, but straight to Fletcher and the covers.
I think the bowler Moses is a bit too short. He's bowling short and wide outside the off stump. And good batsman, going to pick you up very early on. He's going to be very expensive. He continues to bowl at that length.
Again, Milius is looking to hit over mid wicket. Trying to pick that ball maybe from somewhere just outside off stump, and he just going into his pad. They took a single in the process. So it's 56 in over number 4, the last over of the power play. And this one is hit, lovely shot over square cover, backward point for 6. Really a lovely shot. And again, it speaks to his position, and he really got into the right position. And that ball short, lifting, and he lifted it over point with ease.
Yeah, this is an excellent shot by Joan Jeremiah. Ball shot outside the off stump, and Jeremiah making no mistake and hitting this one crisply over backward point for 6.
So he continued to motor on. He's on 40, and really have been striking. Again, this one he looked to hit down the ground, comes off the edge. Probably, maybe this is the only shot that really didn't come off the middle of the bat. He was looking to hit straight. So the end of 4 was 62 without loss. Jeremiah on 40 from 13 deliveries, and Milius 10 from 13. And what a start for the Ginger General. They are 62 without loss after 4 overs.
Yeah, so a good start here by the Generals. And the 2 batsmen, Melius and Joan Jeremiah, are putting in a good effort for the team. Two very good players, and you are seeing it in the stroke play. 2 very, very good and talented players for the Volcanoes, and also players who are now playing in the T10.
Be Sheldon Joseph. He will be taking up the action from the Darbo end of the ground, coming in with two batsmen who are looking to go gung-ho. Milius and Jeremiah both facing 13 deliveries. Milius 10, Jeremiah 40 on Milius on strike off the outside edge down to third man, and Mo guided down to the vacant third man position. Fine shot there from Milius. Previously he could have been guilty of trying to overhit the ball, but I think that one he was a deliberate shot finding the third man boundary.
Yes, a bit of finesse and class by Milius there. Just picking up the line and the line of the delivery and just guiding this one past the vacant third man area.
Yeah, two batsmen totally in control outside there. Reminding you that they come facing off against the Nutmeg Warriors. As Joseph into Milius, short delivery on the line of the leg, some help over fine leg for 6. Into the stands it goes, and the carnage continues here at the National Stadium. 6 more to Milius, he races on to 20, and the Ginger Generals is 72 without loss.
Yeah, bad line and delivery there by the bowler and Milius, just helping himself to 6.
Yeah, the fielder in fine leg, he's in on the 45. So it's really a free hit. There is a fielder there at backward square. So it's always a safe shot as Joseph once more into bowl to Milius. This time Milius opens up his stance, hits it down the ground. Fletcher, who is in long on, can only watch it sails over his head, and you can certainly see that the two Ginger General batsmen, they're enjoying themselves at the moment. 16 runs of 3 balls in the 5th over so far.
Yes, bowler Joseph just missing his length, and Milius, we all know the power and the strength of Milius, and this is a very easy bowling for Milius at this time.
It's really a day in the park here for these guys. A short delivery comes inside the line, tucks it behind square. That's 6 more runs to Kimani Milius. Short in length from Sheldon Joseph. He picked up the line very early, and the fielder there at deep backward square, that is Alex Moses, can only watch it sail over his head. Mind you, the boundaries are in, but these shots, even though it's a normal size boundaries here at National Stadium, there would have been 6 runs.
Oh yeah, there would be 6 on normal ground. These balls are going way over the boundary.
As we wait now for the 5th delivery of the over. Milius enjoying himself. We're going for the big shot again. Inside edge into the pads. Direct hit from Kieran Kotoy, running in from backward point, attacking the non-strikers and Milius. And there is 1 run. Milius is safe. So far in the over, we've conceded 22 runs already scored off the over, and still 1 ball to go. Big inside edge where that saved him on that occasion.
Yes, Milius looking to hit again over mid wicket, and ball just hitting the inside edge and cannon into his pads, and a sharp single. Good work there by Kotoy.
Yeah, it's actually 23 runs off the over. 4-6-6-1. Jeremiah to face the final delivery in the 5th over, and he will want to get in on the party in this over. A big over, a couple of big overs in the innings already, and Joseph. Jeremiah opens up his stance, hits it over the offside. Fletcher has to do some feeling, running around from long on. Jeremiah scampers back for 2. So 2 runs there to the Jeremiah. An over which conceded 25 runs after the midway stage of the innings. The Ginger Generals are 87 without loss.
Yes, a very expensive over there, and the Ginger Generals looking very, very good at 87 without loss after only 5 overs. So it certainly will be a big total in the chase.
Well, knowing the likes of some of the guns that is in the lineup of the Nutmeg Warriors, you wouldn't put it past them. But the rate they are scoring and there is rain around, it can be a tricky chase, and as you know, scoreboard pressure is scoreboard pressure. A big score on the board can really put some additional pressure on the batsmen, as we see Cyrus looking to see if he can break through a partnership. He's the most economical bowler so far, 1 over none for 7. Coming in from the southern end for his 2nd over. Milius discard of his helmet. And this one is a full delivery on the line of the body, swung over the backward square for another 6. And they are really dealing in 6s here at the National Stadium. It's already 93 third loss after 5.1 overs. Kimani Milius on 39, Johan Jeremiah 42. The Ginger Generals, the Generals are in charge here at the National Stadium.
Yeah, a poor delivery by Cyrus, full delivery on leg stump, and Milius just helping himself to
Oh,
another
it's
six.
actually a free hit. My goodness, it was a no ball the previous delivery. So he got it 6. I think that was because he was over the waist. And now it's a free hit to Milius. Gets an inside edge down to fine leg where Keyshawn Mitchell and does the fielding. And you know, the problem that the Nutmeg Warriors face is that when they get Milius off strike, who comes on strike? Johan Jeremiah. And when they get Johan Jeremiah on strike, who comes on strike? Kimani Milius. So there is no escaping from the bowlers out there in the middle.
Yeah, definitely. The two batters are, enjoying the conditions and really putting on a good score there.
And that one swing across the line, settling under it is Andre Fletcher. An easy cut down there on the boundary. The partnership is broken. Jeremiah looking to target the mid-wicket boundary, picks out the skipper of the Nutmeg Warriors, who positioned himself there in that position. So that's the end of a fine innings from Johan Jeremiah. He goes for 15, and at the midway stage of in the 6 over, Ginger Generals have lost their first wicket, 95 for 1, the highest opening partnership to date. And now in comes Roland Cato, the captain of the Ginger Generals, on a good foundation laid by Milius and Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah looking to hit over mid-wicket and miscuing that shot, and Fletcher taking a simple catch at deep mid-wicket, and the Nutmeg team was really happy that they finally got the breakthrough.
Yeah, Jeremiah could probably, if he had wanted to hit over the top, probably would have gone a bit straighter with that one. Instead, looked to hit across the ball and produced a chance there to cap skipper Fletcher, who was very grateful for the opportunity which came his way. It's we'll see Cyrus once more. Into bowl to Milius, short delivery, Milius comes back, pulls, Akim Alexis settles himself under it, and in back-to-back deliveries, Daryl Cyrus has dismissed the set Kimani Milius and Johan Jeremiah. So now Ginger Generals, after being 95 for 1 at the start of the 94 for 1 at the start of the 5th over, halfway through the 6th over, halfway through the 6th, they are 95 for 2.
Yes, the second wicket by the Nutmeg. Milius looking to go over mid-wicket again, and just presenting a simple catch to the fielder on the deep mid-wicket boundary. And the Nutmeg is it Nutmeg striker?
Nutmeg Warriors.
Nutmeg Warriors are, bouncing back after the early carnage by the Ginger Generals.
Yeah, so it's now going to be two fresh batsmen at the crease. Daniel McDonald strides to the middle. He's going to join his skipper, Roland Cato, who is now on strike as a result of the crossing. Actually, they did not cross. It's now it's going to be the new batter, Daniel McDonald. He's going to take strike as Cyrus wipes that ball vigorously in the towel. It's really difficult conditions here for the spin bowlers. It's the grass is wet due to the constant appearance of rain. A delivery line on the line of the leg stump, tickled fine behind down to fine leg. Sheldon Joseph does a good bit of fielding there to keep the ball inside of play. 2 runs to, we wait for the signal. It is 2 leg byes. It is 2 leg byes to the total. It's 97 for 2 in over number 6.
Yeah, it must be very difficult for Cyrus, the leg spinner, to control a wet delivery. And we see this one just angling down leg side.
Yes, he's in once more to bowl to McDonald, who advances down the pitch, hits over wide long on. Good shot there from McDonald. It's a 6, and that's also the 100 for the Ginger Generals. 100 coming up, 40 deliveries, 29 minutes, 5 4s and 9 6s. Ginger Generals 100 for 2 in 5.5 overs.
Yeah, good shot there by McDonald, hitting, using his feet and hitting the ball over mid-wicket. collecting 6 runs.
As we can see the sprinkles on the lens of the camera, but at the same time the ground staff, they're not too perturbed, as we call it, just a passing shower. It is, they were there more concerned earlier on, but it seems to have cleared up a bit as the action continues in the middle. And I think it's really kudos to the umpires for keeping the players out there as long as possible. They could have come off probably an over or so earlier on, but they decided to solely on through the light drizzle.
Yeah, the umpires must be given credit for allowing play to continue, even with the slight drizzle. But I think now the weather looks kind of a lot better. We could see the blue skies on the over the hills.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficulty, obviously a challenge, and Cyrus into the final delivery in his spell 2 for 21. And, you know, based on the carnage that we've witnessed, I think he'll be quite happy knowing that he was able to pick up the 2 wickets to fall. I think there was just a check from the umpires to see if it's actually over or there's one delivery left. There is one delivery left. Communication between the on-field umpires and the off-field officials. So 1 ball shot of 6 overs, 103 for 2, still 24 deliveries, 4 overs left in the innings. And that one is paddled behind square on the onside, running away from Sheldon Joseph down the hill. He pulls out of his claws at the side tackle, can't prevent the batsman from crossing over for 2. So the end of the over, and not an over which conceded, the end of the over after 6 is 105 for 2, and the run rate after 6 overs a healthy 17.50.
Yeah, a very good start by the Ginger Generals, and again we see another good over. Despite 2 wickets in the over, it was still a very expensive over.
Yeah, well, I think they afforded that luxury, you know, based on the foundation that was set. They can afford to go after each delivery, and we're going to see another leg spinner. This time it's Kieron Kotoy coming in from the northern end of the ground, and I'm sure he'll be relishing the opportunity coming up against 2 batsmen who is looking to go after him. It can go both ways. He can concede a couple of boundaries, but at the same time he can pick up 1 or 2 more wickets for his team to aid his team causes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the experience of Kieron Kotoy comes into play here.
Yeah, it is. Sets his field. They have a fielder back on long off, down on extra cover, long on, deep backward square, short pitch delivery, and this one is muscled down the ground. Kato looking to probably hit that one somewhere in the square leg mid wicket region, is not able to make the sort of connection he wants, so he would feel that he missed an opportunity there.
Yes, a very short delivery by Kieron Kotoy, the first delivery that he bowled, and Kato not making full use of this short delivery.
Yes. The Spice Style T10 tournament, season 2, day 3, here in the final match of the day between Ginger Generals and Nutmeg Warriors. The teams combined, they played 3 matches and they've won all 3 matches. So someone will have to lose today, as this one is wide outside the off stump, looking to hit through the offside, gets an inside edge, trickles behind to where keeper Wavell Benjamin does the fielding. So no runs, 2 deliveries, just 1 ball. And we can say it's a slow in the scoring rate to date. And this time McDonald advances down the pitch, hits it down too long on, where McDonald does the fielding. So it's brother to brother, Daniel McDonald and Donald McDonald, competing against each other here in this tournament, and I'm sure they would want to go home this evening to have the bragging rights that I beat your team in the 3rd match of the day. As Kotoy once in, bowls to Kato, short delivery, Kato goes back and he's not able to time that at all, goes onto the offside where Kotoy does a fielding of his own bowling. Still, 3 overs left, 107 on the board, 140 certainly a possibility here. Kotoy again tries to get that ball dry. He's in and bowls and hits straight down to the Donald McDonald, who is positioned rather straight here in long off, and he's able to get the ball in back to the bowler for 1 run.
An excellent over so far by Kieran Kotoy. Only
3 runs.
3 runs so far.
Yeah, he would want to make that, ensure that he bowls a good final delivery to finish it off. A wicket would be ideal for his team at this stage. Short delivery wide outside the off stump. He goes back and cuts down to Haston Jackson down there in the sweeper on the cover boundary. The batsman, they crosses over for 2. So a very good over from Kieran Kotoy, the 7th of the inning. After 7, Ginger Generals losing the toss and batting first. They are 110 for 2.
Yeah, in the context of what has happened earlier, this is an excellent over by Kieran Kotoy, and you could see him using the pitch. He's not going too close to the batsman, and with the ball, just slightly damp, it's just skidding on, and the batsman find difficulty in hitting the ball over the fielders and over the boundary. So an excellent over there by Kieran Kotoy.
Yeah, we wait to see now who captain Fletcher will turn to. He's having some discussions with his opening bowler Haston Jackson, who really struggled in that first over. Went for 30, bowled 2 no balls, bowled 3 wides, which went for 8 runs, and he's back hoping to put in a better effort with his final over, seeking redemption and seeking to aid the cause of his team as they look to restrict Ginger Generals in their pursuit of a big, massive total.
Yeah, the Nutmeg Warriors, is it? Yeah,
Warriors, Nutmeg Warriors.
Nutmeg Warriors trying to pull things back after 7 overs. It's 110. So the next 3 overs is going to be very interesting.
Here he is, Jackson, to bowl to Kato, who comes across the stumps, looking to whip it onto the onside. Just 4 fielders on the onside. You have a long on in position, a wideish mid wicket fielder on the right of the umpire in square leg, and a short fine leg. So Kato looking to capitalize on the opportunities that is available on the leg side. Jackson in once again. Kato gets across and clips that, looking to clip that fine. Taken there by the fielder behind. He's questioning whether that is a wide, but I think with the new regulations in place, the umpires, they have a little bit more leeway in calling the leg side wide in limited overs cricket.
Yeah, obviously, Kato walking across the off stump, and this one just shaving the leg stump. The umpire didn't call it wide, and a very good take by the keeper.
Yes. As Kato, the runs are certainly dried up momentarily now. Kato 2 from 5. A good delivery there from Hassan Jackson, full and straight. And Kato, as in previous deliveries in the over, looking to get over to the offside and work it onto the leg side. Played across a straight one, and he's bowled for 2. Ginger Generals, they've lost their 3rd wicket. Captain Roland Kato for 2. They're 110 for 3 in the middle of the 8th over.
Yeah, very good delivery there by Jackson. Again, Kato looking to go out off stump, and straight delivery completely missed, and ball hit the middle stump, and Kato is bowled.
I think when you look at the replay, he yucked himself there, got outside the line of delivery, and then he had to get back in, and he was in no position to keep out the yucca-length delivery. Now into the crease here, compatriot Larry Edward, another St. Lucian, in the lineup of the Ginger Generals, and he's now coming in at number 5 for the Ginger Generals. And John Eugene, 2 St. Lucians in the attack, and I think St. Lucia, if those who are looking on Winners TV, they'll be back in the Ginger Generals to do well today.
Yeah, Kimani Melius and Larry Edwards, you're right, 2 St. Lucians. Larry Edward, more known for his left arm orthodox one, but he has an opportunity to bat 2.3 overs there today, and I'm sure he'll be looking to score as many runs as he can for his team.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll tell you that he's much more than a slow left-arm bowler. He rates his batting very highly, but it's an opportunity for him literally to swing his bat and pick up as much runs as he can. And a full and wide delivery outside the off stump. Umpire Larry was also, inquiring of the umpire whether it was in the region of wide. Umpire Mac disagrees, so it's a dot ball. Good over so far from Jackson. 4 dot deliveries and a wicket. 3-dot deliveries and a wicket. Jackson is in once again and short pulling. Wavell Benjamin settles under it and collects the catch. For a moment there, you could have seen a wobble as he was about to take the ball. But Larry Edwards goes without scoring, and Hassan Jackson return is so in this over 5 deliveries, 2 wickets, and he hasn't conceded a run.
A very good comeback over there by Jackson, and Larry Edwards looking to heave over mid-wicket, and ball just pulling off the top edge, and an easy catch to wicket-keeper. Larry Edwards would be very disappointed with the shot that he played.
Yeah, I think when you look at the replay, it was not really a shot enough delivery for that kind of shot he was looking. It was almost up on him. It had a bit of width, but playing across the ball, so went high in the sky, and Wavell Benjamin, he made no mistakes with the gloves under it. New batsman Keon George to the crease. Previous editions of the tournament, he would have batted closer to the top, but with the amount of firepower in the lineup of the Ginger Generals this season, he finds himself coming in at number 6 at 110 for 4, 1 ball shy of over number 8.
Yeah, the Nutmeg Warriors really pulling things back here after the early start.
It was 95 for the first wicket, and they've lost 4 wickets to 25 for 15 runs. So very good comeback there from the Nutmeg Warriors, as Jackson is in to bowl to McDonald, who opens the face and plays it behind square on the onside for a single. So it's a successful over for Hassan Jackson. 1 run conceded, 2 runs, 2 wickets he had. After his spell ends with 2 for 31, and the Ginger Generals, they won 1 for 4 after 8 overs.
Yeah, a good comeback over from Jackson. Showing great maturity after being struck for 30 in his first over and coming back for only 1 run and picking up 2 wickets. So a good comeback there by Jackson, and the Nutmeg Warriors pulling things back nicely here.
Yeah, it's going to be Akeem Alexis. It's going to be Akeem Alexis bowling, returning to the attack. Thought he might have just been tempted to continue with Kieran Kotoy, but it's going to be the off-spinner bowling to the left-handed McDonald. Conference there between captain, bowler, and the experienced Kieran Kotoy, providing some advice to Akeem Alexis as to what areas he would wish for him to bowl. And it's all about, damage limitation at this moment. 2 overs, 111 on the board. 2 big overs can really help the Ginger Generals to post what can be a commanding total. Oh, that one was sliding down. McDonald got inside of the line of that one, looking to hit it over the leg side. Hits on the pad, goes behind to short fine leg for a single, so it's a leg by. So the comeback has really been good in the recent over for Nutmeg Warriors. They really pull things back quite nicely, and what better way to do so than pick up wickets and pick them up quite frequently.
Yes, definitely. Nutmeg Warriors pulling back things very nicely here now.
That one is clipped behind square on the onside. The batsmen go through for a quick single. 1 run to Keon George. He's off the mark and brings back that McDonald on strike. Akeem Alexis once more advances down the track. Is Daniel McDonald, hits onto the leg side. They go through quickly for 1. Keon George comes scampering through for a second run. He's able to beat the throw. Direct hit from is that Kieran Kotoy? That's Kieran Kotoy. Direct hit from Kotoy, running in from the mid-wicket boundary. Umpire Roger Davis' position over the stump signals, shakes his head to indicate that the batsman is safe, but quite good bit of running and excellent fielding there from Kieran Kotoy. As we see the batsman ground in there, just got back in time.
Yeah, good bit of fielding there by Kieran Kotoy. Also a good bit of running between the wickets there.
Yeah, as you can see, the intention there by the bowler, the batsman, is to run each run hard, put the fielders under pressure. Akim Alexis tosses that one again down to Kotoy in mid-wicket. This time the batsman there would be advised to settle for one. Direct throw back to the keeper. So one more run to McDonald. He moves on by 1 to 15, and Keon George is on 1.
Yeah, good over so far by Alexis.
Using once again reverse sweep being pulled out by Keon George quite awkwardly, I must say. Got hit probably maybe somewhere in the midriff area, and it's another dot ball. So Alexis over going for 5 runs, one of them being a leg by. So they've pulled things back quite nicely. 116 for 4, one delivery left in over number 9. Oh, appeal there for stumping. Keon Alexis looking to pierce the offside field, can't connect, misses it, and goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So a very good over there from Akim Alexis, 1 going for 5, and after 9 overs, the Ginger Generals, they find themselves 116 for 9.
Yeah, a very good over there by Alexis. Just 4 runs in this over. So for the last 2 overs, the Ginger General has only scored 4 runs. So and losing 2 wickets. So a good. Again, we see the Nutmeg Warriors pulling things back, and the score looks a lot different one from the first 5 overs.
Oh yes, certainly. Remember, they were going gung-ho at the start of the innings. They were 95 without loss. Lost Jeremiah, caught by Andre Fletcher in mid-wicket. The very next ball, Akim Alexis, he caught Kimani Milius, and it was not smooth sailing after that. From 95 without loss now to 116 for 4, 1 delivery left, and it is going to be Kotoy who will finish off the inning, bowling his final over from the southern end. Kotoy certainly has had a much better day with the ball today than he's had yesterday. Yesterday he was carted about the park a bit, and so far none for 5 from his solitary over. Will be looking to finish strongly in this one. Kotoy gets ready, gets set, tossing the ball from hand to hand. Into bowl to McDonald. He saw McDonald advancing, and the whole experience got on. He just held it back and decided to abort the run up. He was not having any of that McDonald disrespecting him in advance before he delivered the delivery. Kotoy full delivery, swung over mid-wicket. Andre Fletcher can only watch it sail over his head. He failed to land that one, and it was capitalized by McDonald. 6 runs, 6 welcome runs to the Ginger Generals. They're now 122 for 4.
Yeah, full delivery by Kieran Kotoy and batsman McDonald, making no mistake, just hitting that over mid-wicket.
Yes, Andre Fletcher, the captain, is captaining, directing proceedings from the mid-wicket boundary. That one is short and flat outside the off stump. Hit down to wideish long on, and it's going to be a run out here. That is powerful throw coming in the boundary. As the appeal there, and the umpire is saying probably he didn't get at the ball there. So what an unfortunate there from. We're going to watch the replay. Oh yes, the ball, very well done there by umpire Roger Davis. The ball was out of his grasp when he broke the bail. So very good work there from umpire Davis to pick up that indiscretion there from the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, very good decision there by the umpire. The ball clearly coming off the wicketkeeper's glove before he broke the stumps.
Yes, quite eagle eyes there. So 2 runs to McDonald, and there was no question whether or not McDonald was short of his crease, but he got some favor from the wicketkeeper. Again, tug wideish off long on. They go through for 1. Will they come back for a second? They say yes. Daryl Cyrus rifles in the return, and this time the batsmen, they're able to get home comfortably. So 2 more runs to the total. It's now 126 for 4, and with 3 balls to go, I'm sure they'll be looking to see if they can get upwards of 130 and to post what can be a challenging total here for the Nutmeg Warriors to chase. Again, hit directly back down to Kotoy, and we know of the excellence of Kotoy in the field. Even off his own bowling, he's able to stop that delivery.
Yeah, a very good stop by Kieran Kotoy, the batsman hitting this ball very firmly down, and Kotoy making a good stop.
Yes, 2 deliveries left in the over. McDonald gets another full delivery. This one hits it again over the onside, over backward square. And the 2 occasions Kotoy was not able to land those deliveries, it was capitalized on by Daniel McDonald. He races on to 31, and the Ginger Generals 132 for 4, 1 ball short of the 10 overs.
Yeah, McDonald is playing a very good innings there. Kotoy again missing the mark, and McDonald hitting over square leg, a very good shot.
Yeah, 1 delivery left. Kotoy going for 16 so far in the over. We are talking about how good he bowled the first over, and in cricket, everything can change so quickly. Again, this time McDonald pulls out the reverse sweep, gets a single. So that's the end of the innings. The Ginger Generals, they end on 133 for 4. An innings which was orchestrated by an opening partnership between Kimani Milius, the right-handed St. Lucian, and Johan Jeremiah, the left-handed Grenadian. They put on 95 runs for the first wicket. Milius got 40, Jeremiah got 42. A good innings in the end there by Daniel McDonald on 32 is able to help the Ginger Generals up to 133 for 4.
Yeah, very good innings put together by the Ginger Generals. 133 for 4 after 10 overs. So it's definitely going to be a challenging chase for the Nutmeg Warriors, but if players like Captain Fletcher and Kieran Kotoy, they must be thinking that this total is achievable.
Well, yes, definitely, because the pitch continues to play well, and we would have seen the exploit 62 in the first 4 overs, 95 without loss. One got the impression that it probably would have been a lot more, that it ended up to be 133. The way things were going in Jeremiah and Milius, it really looked as though it would have been a huge score. But 133 for 4 is still a good total. And runs on the board is runs on the board. So certainly they will have to come and bat well to get up to that score.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Nutmeg Warriors really pull things back over number 7, 8, and 9. The very little runs in these overs, and 134 will certainly be a challenging total for the Nutmeg Warriors.
Well, we have seen in the first game that was played by Nutmeg Warriors, it was again after a good start, and the spinners came and really tied things down and bowled very well. So they have the sort of bowling that could pull things back. I think maybe because of the little drizzle and the sprinkling on the field would have made maybe difficult for the slow bowlers, and as such, but they were able to pull it back quite a bit after being 95 without loss with I think just about 7 overs.
Yeah, despite the challenging conditions for the especially the wrist spinners in Kotoy and Cyrus, they were able to control and bowl pretty well in the back end. We will have to wait and see the attack from the Ginger Warriors, if they can contain or even win this game for the team, because if the likes of Andre Fletcher, who played a very good innings yesterday, and we know the kind of batsman that he is, and with also Kieran Kotoy and the rest, I think, like you rightly said, we were looking for a more challenging total.
Well, the news is that there's at the end of the first half of this final game for today, Ginger Generals batting first, 133 for 4. We had some good scores from Johan Jeremiah, 47, and we also had the batting of Milius, and they really put on a display today. But we are going to take a break. Bright sunshine. I must let you know the condition is very good, and we really expect a good finish. We expect an exciting finish as Andrew Fletcher and Nutmeg Warriors would attempt to get up to 134 for victory. So we take a short break, and we'll be back with you in a few moments.
Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spy-Style T10 2.0 cricket combination. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spice-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. April 5th to the 18th. Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass. Here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now. But we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Welcome back to the final innings of these matches. Ginger Generals 133 for 4, and Nutmeg Warriors would need to get up to 134 for victory, which is would be the highest score required in the tournament this year. This second edition, they will need to get up to the highest total to have a victory here today. So one expect a really exciting game as we look forward to the next 10 overs. Eugene?
Yes, Andre Fletcher and Regis opening the batting for the Nutmeg Warriors, and Larry Edward will be opening the bowling for the Ginger General. So this should be a very keenly contest.
Yeah, it really should be a sort of cracker. Due to the ability of Andre Fletcher, hits the ball far and long. Although he would probably rather to face the faster stuff coming at him first, but certainly has the ability to play all around the field, to clear the boundary at ease. And it will be very, very interesting to see him here this afternoon. Regis has been one of the players who would have done very well in the first edition. And he did have a good inning in the game that was played early on this week. So it's a pair that a lot is expected of. As Larry Edwards, and you begin from this northern end. I think it's any sort of favors. Left arm spin around the wicket, and he will bowl to the right-handed Andre Fletcher.
Yes, yes, keep working, boy. Come on, Nick.
Play to mid-wicket, and the mid-wicket on the boundary square leg had to run to his left. And Fletcher was able to pick up 2 runs. Again, looking for the big shot, not getting hold of it. Maybe usually there's something we won't talk about, the bowling of Larry Edwards. Something different in terms of bowling, but as we go forward, we'll talk about it. This one is hit straight, mid-off. And surprisingly he did refuse to take a run there as he went up to mid-off.
Yeah, Fletcher wants to bat all.
Yeah. And he's hitting straight again. He's dropped. That one went back to Edwards. Didn't hit as firmly as he expected. I think probably he was kind of surprised with the pace it came back.
Yeah, certainly a missed opportunity there by Larry Edwards.
It will be very important, Fletcher, to get off if they're going to get anywhere closer to that score. This one goes down the leg side as he signal wide by umpire Roger Davis. Fletcher was just back looking to turn it on the onside. Quite a bit of talking around. Ginger General. And this one is straight to the short third man who misfield. Fletcher picking up another run. So very quiet start, 4 without loss.
Yeah, good 4 deliveries by Larry Edwards. You talk about his action. He seems to be just hiding the delivery behind in his run-up.
Yeah. Yeah, you haven't worked with him, being the assistant coach for Volcanoes. I know you just came on the scene pretty late. I want to congratulate you first up. We've been together, know each other for quite a while, and you would have picked it up. And Larry was from St. Lucia, like you, so you would have a good idea, good knowledge of him in terms of his cricket, his bowling. And in the first edition, he wasn't bowling like this. Now we seem to be hiding the ball, and we're just looking to swing over backward square, which is vacant. Made no contact. That ball just rushing into his pads.
Well, I guess it's something Larry Edwards has just picked up because he haven't been bowling this way for sure.
Yeah, I know. When I saw it, maybe when I have a discussion with him, maybe I'll find out. But I just get the impression that he's not as hit down to long on by Regis.
I'm backing up.
1 run, Regis off the mark. It's 5 without loss at the end of the first over, and I think Ginger Journal would be pleased with the first over, just 5 runs.
Yeah, a very good over, tight over there by Larry Edwards. Larry is a very consistent performer for the Volcanoes. Over the years, he has been one of the leading spinners, for the Volcanoes. So Larry Edwards, just the slight change in his run-up with the action, not really his delivery, but the run-up, and just not giving the batsman a good sight of the delivery. Maybe just something that he's just trying to explore in the T10 version.
All right, right. We could be right. I mean, we didn't see it in the first edition, and we saw it. I saw it in this one. You know, so I was kind of wondering how we changed, why he did change. But obviously, you see, this is a shorter version of the game.
Okay, when we practice tomorrow, and based on the action, I could relate to you.
Redhead, and again, we're just looking to give himself room there, and trying to hit this one that it was closer to him. It's off his body, went on the offside, and a leg by signal by umpire John Mack. But I know I can confer he's very disciplined and a hard-working player. You would see Larry Rodgers always on the field, even though there's nothing happening. But we have somebody he's bowling to or he's batting. He's very, very disciplined and hard-working. We can't take that away from him.
Yeah, definitely. Larry is one of the guys in the setup who you know put in the extra. Always working on his game. Always was willing to learn.
Redhead, short delivery. Wide belatedly signal by the umpire, and a sort of looping delivery there by Redhead.
Yeah, a very short delivery by Nicholas Redhead, halfway down the wicket, and the umpire quite rightly to call wide. And I think Redhead probably has a plan for Fletcher.
Yeah, well, they're going to compete fiercely. You know, Redhead would really like to get the wicket of Fletcher. Fletcher, who would have really dealt harshly with Pascal yesterday. You know his ability, particularly against the faster stuff. Redhead would love to see the back of him. A short delivery hit over cover, and that goes for 6. A lovely shot, and it speaks about the power. But again, the timing. It's a short lifting, and Fletcher just gave himself room, and we were able to extend the arms and hit it over cover for 6.
Yeah, well, we all know Andre Fletcher is going to feed off that. You know, this kind of short bowling and wide bowling for, you know, he enjoys it, and there's no doubt that, you know, once he gets himself in the right position, you know what will happen, and this one was no exception. Pretty comfortable shot for 6 by Andre Fletcher.
Yeah, you certainly want to take advantage of the faster stuff. And this only swing in this one, that goes down to mid-wicket. A wide mid-wicket, just one run. Seemed to be a slow delivery ball there by Redhead. He's not getting hold of it. It's 14 without loss. It's 1.3 overs. 120 needed from 51 deliveries. You're really going to take some batting. Redhead now is going to bowl to the left-handed Regis. Shondell Regis, former under 19 winners under 19 player. And this one is down the leg side, and they also scamper wide in the process.
Crony, you know, just by observing the fast bowlers in the T10 seem to be bowling a lot of short deliveries, a lot of wide deliveries. Do you have any explanation for it all?
Well, I don't know, but I agree with you. There have been a lot of short stuff. We see Martin bowling a lot of short stuff. We see in Redhead now bowling a lot of short stuff. They have been bowling pretty short. The fast bowlers, even Lewis have been bowling short. So I don't know if they feel encouraged because of they seem to be getting some bounce out of the wicket.
Yeah, well, this pitch, from what I saw, it has a lot of pace on it, and the bounce is even, and you can get good bounce and good carry to the keeper if you bowl short. But in T10 cricket, that's probably not the best way to go.
This one is hit down to a backward square for 4. Short delivery. Once again, another short delivery. With all the ease in the world, Fletcher just came back and basically just clipped it over backward square, and it went down to the boundary for 4. But yes, I agree with you. No, the wicket and is a question I probably would have asked you later down the road in terms of the way the pitch is playing. But I do believe they are encouraged because they can get the ball to rise and to lift. And you have seen they really would have been, in my view, I think they have fallen away to bowling short because of maybe of the support, the assistance they get from the wicket. And that really haven't been the best ploy, particularly in this shorter version of the game.
Yeah, yes, we see the delivery before this one, another short one, angling, down leg side, and Andre Fletcher, with his ability, that was just easy pickings. But this last delivery, sort of a good length, hitting the hard area. So it's just something that maybe the coaches, the management of these teams could just have a word with the fast bowlers, not to get carried away with the short deliveries, short and wide deliveries, because the pitch is excellent. It has been excellent throughout the entire day, and it's just easy pickings when the ball is short and wide.
Yeah, I agree with you. A good pitch. A lot of credit have to go to the groundsmen in terms of the pitches they have been produced, as you have realized. This is McDonald, first delivery wide. The pitch have been prepared for the test match. And now coming to this T10 tournament in a pitch that offers some assistance to the quicker bowlers. This one is hit down to long on, a single to Regis. And the pitches have been really good for batting and also for bowling. It gives the bowler a sense of encouragement. And I think that the bowler just need to bring the ball up a bit more, because there's grass on the wicket, live grass on the wicket, which should assist you in terms of even a little seam movement, even though you're not looking for much seam now. But you want to keep it tight, give yourself the little option, short ball hit down to backward square by Fletcher, and that goes down to the boundary for 4. And a short delivery, bowled by McDonald. Interestingly, the mid-wicket, that backward square was sort of vacant. The fielder forward square leg on the boundary probably should have been back a bit, but he picked the gap well.
Yeah, the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary is a lot straighter than behind square, and Fletcher, short delivery down leg side, and Fletcher is helping himself to yet another boundary.
26 without loss, Fletcher, 18 from 10, and it's important for Fletcher to play this sort of inning, and this one is hit to mid-wicket this time. The mid-wicket has some running to do, and really good work there by the mid-wicket fielder. Fletcher comes back for 2 more.
Yeah, that was an excellent stop by Larry Edward on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Certainly saved 4 runs.
Yeah, really had to move very quickly. And Fletcher is lifting this one. This goes over long on for 6. Again, give him a little bit of air, and he lifted it with all ease in the wall. And it goes over long on for another 6. That takes the score to 26, and the score races to 34. We are in the 3rd over.
Yeah, McDonald missing the length this time, and right in the slot, and Andre Fletcher, again, we know the kind of player he is. He's not going to miss out, and collecting another maximum. And Nutmeg Warriors now move on to 34. This is an excellent start too, Crony.
Yeah, good start. 34 without loss in the 3rd over. Do you remember that Generals was 62 after 4 overs? Fletcher is driving, ball giving some air down to mid-off. Does refuse the single. But it will be critical for Fletcher to stay. And this one hit down to long on. This time he ambles a single at the end of 3 overs. 35 without loss.
Yeah, some 14 runs coming off this over. Andre Fletcher looking to heave over long on. And just losing the ship again, Crony. The dimensions of the field, Crony, is the straighter boundaries are a lot shorter than the square boundaries, and yet we see the batsmen looking to cross and go towards mid wicket instead of hitting straight. And,
but this have been my concern, and it's something that I've spoken about even in the first edition. Too many times the batters seeming to go across, seeming to want to give themselves room to look for power. Where if you sometimes get into the line and get closer to the ball, you are able to, you're able to have more control in terms of the shot playing, and in terms of the direction. So the closer you get to the ball, you put yourself in a better position to place the ball where you want it, and even to get more power. Another short delivery, and this one hit in the air, and what a simple catch there, Fletcher. Short delivery, and again you could see him rushing quickly as he saw it shot. He really rushed into the shot looking to pull it, and then probably got it on the top edge, didn't get hold of it, and just lobbed up at mid-wicket.
Yeah, a very soft dismissal by Andrew Fletcher. Short delivery again, and looking to hit this delivery way out of the stands. Just managed to lob an easy catch to mid-wicket.
Yeah, and he goes back to the point, short delivery, you just simply get into position. And then this delivery really should have landed up in the second row of the stand. But I think the anxiousness to rush into the shot and really not getting into the correct position as we were speaking. And he went to mid-wicket, so easy catch. But a good blow struck by Ginger Generals.
Yes, a very good wicket there. The wicket of Andre Fletcher. It's always good for the field inside when they see the back of Andre Fletcher. He's such a destructive player, in the shorter format of the game. And he's no exception there. So a good blow there by the Ginger Generals. Yeah, I'll take some time before I could say all these words.
Yeah, that is understandable. That's understandable. It's not very easy. Yeah, you pick up someone, they come in and being able to call the names and everything. That probably by the next year or two, you will get used to the names and so forth.
Right.
But really a good blow struck there by Charles. Another short delivery played down to mid-off, and Kotoy off the mark. It's 36 for 1. Charles, 98 required from 40 deliveries. Really uphill task. Regis again is looking for that massive hit. They're making no contact, and as you said previously, you look for some of those big shots with the power, you lose your shape and you never really get into the position. And this is well bowled by Charles, right up, and we're just looking for the big shot. Just have to come down on this one and push it on the offside.
Yeah, I think Charles is bowling a very good over. Only 2 runs so far in this over, and out the wicket of Fletcher. Charles is not looking to spin any ball, he's just looking to bowl good areas, and batsman looking to hit him over mid-wicket.
They're trying to do the basic right, and Kotoy going for the big shot, and Charles is going to settle and take the catch. Big wicket again, Kotoy looking for the big shot. And, Charles just doing the basics right. And we saw the batsman there, Kotoy, another big wicket, looking to hit somebody down the ground, and only succeeded in hitting it in the air, and the bowler himself just coming around and take a simple catch.
Yeah, with 97 runs to score off of only 37 balls. It's obviously creating a lot of pressure and a lot of mistakes from the batsmen, and you see 2 wickets in that over from Charles, and pegging back the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, and it goes back to say, even in this game, even though it's a short version, 10-10, you somewhat just have to do the basics right. let the batsman do the basics right. We have seen a number of wickets fell today. A lot of wickets fall into short bowling, almost long hop, short bowling, and the batsmen trying to hit hard out of position and being out, just like Kotoy being out there. And this could be trouble here. Just have get back there. Just get back there, Regis. As the ball was played on the offside and the batsman pick up one more. 38 for 2 after 4 overs.
A very good over there by Charles, picking up 2 wickets and pegging back the Nutmeg Warriors. 38 for 2 now, and the Generals looking good.
Yeah, and after 4 overs, the poor play has ended. After 4 overs, 38 for 2. Ginger General was 62 without loss after 4 overs. Quite a difference of 24 runs and also 2 wickets.
I think it would definitely be difficult for the Nutmeg Warriors to match the 60 odd runs scored by the Generals.
Well, for that to happen, you'd have meant that you'd have to see Fletcher really playing very well and getting off to a fast start, and that really didn't happen.
Right there.
39 as McDonald comes into strike. Regis on 8 as conditions look somewhat different. Sun is shining brightly.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very pleasant afternoon now.
Nutmeg Warriors. This is a third encounter. This one is lofted. Let's see. The middle long off is coming in and just was not able to get there. And the batsman pick up a single. Again, McDonald not getting hold of this delivery. Went high in the air. And the fielder long off really could not get there. And Ketu, who's an extra cover, was trying to come around, but chopped in no man's land. Again, looking for the big shot. Again, not getting hold of it. Again, it really seemed to be a struggle for the batsmen. They seem not to be able to get it right.
Both in the Ginger General innings and this present innings, we see the batsmen struggling against the slow bowling. In the back end, we saw the Ginger General struggling.
Yeah, you're certainly right. The slow ball just seemed to, and he's out stumped. A lovely bit of work there by McDonald as Regis was coming and he pushed it wide. Beautiful bit of work there. Good thinking. And the Nutmeg Warriors has lost their 3rd wicket. Chandel Regis. He went for 5 and 9 deliveries and they continue to struggle at 40 for 3.
Yeah, well planned wicket there. The bowler definitely saw the batsman advancing and just drop it a touch wide, and the wicketkeeper did the rest. And again, good thinking by the bowler McDonald, and the Nutmeg Warriors in deep trouble now. Again, this slow bowling, consistency in line and length has caused the Nutmeg Warriors some real problems this afternoon.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons is that it seems as though the batters get very anxious when the slow bowlers bowling, and do feel that they can hit they want to hit everything, where sometimes it's not all that necessary. You look and see how some of the players got out to the type of deliveries they got out to,
right?
And it tells you that there's some sort of anxiousness. Seeing the slow bowlers bowl and you want to go after everything. But as you said, sometimes, your normal batting, probably sometimes really necessary to push it along.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a case of batsmanship against the spinners.
Yeah.
In comparison to looking to just hit sixes and fours.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's something we were discussing. Guess we will continue that discussion as we go along. But Short delivery once again hit in the air, and someone is McDonald come and take another simple catch to another short delivery. 41 for 4. It seems as though as the ball pitches short, the batsmen just seem to light up and goes for big swings, you know.
I think the Nutmeg Warriors has missed the trick this afternoon. Everybody wants to, to go hard at these deliveries, and nobody's looking to hit gaps and run hard and hit gaps, and everybody's just trying to hit across, and hence the reason why they are now 41 for 4 after 5 overs.
I wonder if it goes down to the planning in terms of your plan, in terms of how you. But it's not only Nutmeg Warriors, we see that happening in terms of the slow bowlers and the batsmen batting now. Milius got out to a long up, and you see how he got out to the short deliveries and looking the hit away. And there's quite a number of our top players who would have lost the wicket to really, really short deliveries that, could have stood up normal batting and put away. We just see, Kotoy going. We see Fletcher with a short delivery again. You're trying to manufacture things, whereas if you stay and play a normal game, you're probably going to get more better result. Akim Alexis not facing up, but a wide bowl there. As Charles, Reynald Charles, left arm, he comes around the wicket to bowl to the right-handed Wibel Benjamin, who is back and hitting the cover in the air. The cover fielder on the boundary that comes in. That's one more. Wibel Benjamin. Akim Alexis comes in to strike. I think it's a lot about understanding the game and knowing what to do at the right time.
Right. I'm sure the coach Junior Murray is probably going to have a word after.
Yeah, I think he certainly will. Another short delivery, stay down or play to mid-wicket, and the batsman ambled a single. Quicker delivery that Alexis just came down on it as it stayed down a bit. It's 44 for 4. Nutmeg Warriors require 90 from 28 deliveries, and this one is hit back past the bowler. They mid-off have some work to do, and they're going to come back for 2 runs. Again, another short delivery. But we must credit the batting of Johan Jeremiah and Camilos. Kimani, the way that they batted. They really took the advantage of the bowlers very, very early.
They certainly did.
Ball given a toss up, given a lot of air, hit down to long off. No ball signal, and I think the no ball is probably because of the height. So Alexis 1. He comes into strike. We are in the 6th over of the inning. And we see the extra cover just going back. Cover in Captain Keto. Alexis again is swinging this one again, not really getting hold of it. Again, looking for the big swing. And if he came forward, to put the foot across just to the left, and the ball could have been hit straight because it was in the slot. It looked, and still was not able to get much out of it. Short delivery, and this was picked up and hit well over mid-wicket for 6. Short delivery, and the batsman, the Benjamin, took his time, waited on it, and hit it sweetly over mid-wicket.
Yeah, good shot by Benjamin. Waited. A long hop delivery and just put away.
So that brings up the 50s, 55 for 4. Another short delivery, and probably missed him there. Now, it's interesting, the delivery before was a short one, and he kind of waited on it. He didn't rush it.
Yeah.
And he hit it cleanly over mid-wicket. This was another short delivery, but he was rushing. He was rushing to meet a short delivery, and he missed it and should have been stumped.
Yeah, the difference with this delivery was outside of stump. The line was outside of stump. The length was probably the same, but the line was outside of stump. And you're still looking to hit mid wicket and miss completely.
I think that's the point we're making in terms of, you get a bad ball, so you put it away. Take your time and you put it away. Or try to rush it and you get into trouble. So at the end of 6 overs, 79 runs required. We just have 4 overs. Charles, the current run rate 9.17 and required some 19.75. This one was push on the onside.
Keep working, keep move.
It's 55 for 4. Alexis. Kimo Peters, the left arm bowler. Another short delivery. Again, tucked down to long on. And the batsman amble a single.
Benjamin seems to be favoring the onside. He seems to be wanting to hit all deliveries on leg side.
Let's see what Benjamin does now. Tossed up, and this one is hit straight. Goes in the air, and the fielder coming off the long on boundary was not able to get there. But again, you see the stretching and ball. Just give him a little bit of air, and just opening up, looking to swing it. It's Benjamin, and really didn't get very far. Alexis allowed this one to go outside the off stump. Again, giving some air, just a little wide. And he allowed it to go to 58 for 4, 6.3 overs, 76 required, 21 deliveries. Nutmeg Warriors steering down probably their first defeat. Third encounter. Again, a little shortish delivery. Signal wide. Alexis tried to help it down the leg side. They made no contact, just went into his pads. Tossed up and he's driving. That goes down to long off, and he's coming up for 2. And he got through it 2 and loud appeal there. Let's see the umpire. The square leg umpire is on move. That's a really looked a pretty close one, but umpire Mark have been making some brilliant decisions. We probably would see the replay. Let's see. Yeah, once again another good decision. Very good decision. Certainly have been some good work by the keeper and the fielder on the Keon George on the long off boundary. Alexis turn this one down to the backward square. He probably going to come back for 2 here. The short fine leg had to run to his left. So 2 more to Alexis. Takes him on to 7. I make it. It's 63 for 4 at the end of 7 overs.
Yeah, the Nutmeg Warriors continue to struggle against the slow bowling of the Ginger Generals. So after 7 overs, only 63 on the board, requiring another 71 runs of a run rate of 23.67. So tough going there by the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, it's really going to be a tough task. I think 2 important wickets that Nutmeg Warriors lost solely would have been Fletcher and Kotoy.
Yeah, 2 key players.
2 key players.
Yeah.
And the fact that they would have lost those wickets early, it put a lot of pressure on the rest of the batting. No one just seemed to have the ability to even clear the boundaries at ease. As Edwards, short outside the off stump, and again the batsman looking to cut square. Benjamin made no contact. And sometimes even in this short version, another short delivery outside the off stump, your senior players will have to try and bat as long as possible, take it deep.
Yeah.
This one is hit back past Edwards. He's going to go down to the boundary. Yeah, valiant effort made by the fielder on the longer boundary, just coming off his body and goes over the rope. Again, you see Benjamin just making some moves there. That ball went back through the hands of Edwards. And that goes down to the boundary. Welcome boundary, but they need a lot more.
That's right. They would need a lot more boundaries.
We are halfway in the 8th over. And this one is lofted now. The weird long off comes around and takes a good catch. And that's Keon George taking up that catch at long off. So Nutmeg Warriors losing their 5th wicket. Again, you see the batsman really looking for power and not getting close enough to the ball. It's 67 for 5. Jeremiah it is that took that catch on the boundary.
Yeah, good running catch by Johan Jeremiah. And the Nutmeg continue to slump even more at 67 for 5 after only 7 overs. And the Generals just keeping things really, really tight and keeping the screws on.
Yeah, really Generals taking charge of things. Taking charge of things and putting a lot of pressure on the Nutmeg Warriors. We saw yesterday Nutmeg Warriors really batting well. Fletcher really hitting all over the ground. This was not the case today. This one is hit to mid wicket. Alexis again not timing. Looking for the big shots. 68 for 5. As the sun continues to shine really brightly this afternoon. Really nice condition. As we come down to the end of this final encounter for the day. Again, Cyrus pulling out away, looking to hit through the offside, make no contact at the end of 8 overs. Nutmeg Warriors really struggling. They are 68 for 5 and they're endeavoring to get up to 134 for victory.
Yeah, good control over there by Larry Edwards, and this is what we have been accustomed to with Larry Edwards, over the years, bowling, tight, very tight, and batsman Cyrus continues, to struggle against the spinners. I see lovely conditions now at the Queen's Park.
Yeah, certainly. As you know it, Queen's Park played a lot of cricket down here itself. It really has been a tremendous venue. I mean, and one look at the condition, you look at the outfield, and the pitches is really. I would think even though you sit in here, the commentary team would still feel encouraged to go and have a knockout there. Alexis again looking to turn on the onside, and the ball goes into his path.
Yeah, it's lovely conditions. I'm out there crowing, and I think this would be the inspiration for all cricketers.
Okay, he's looking to swing across the line, being bold. As one, giving a little bit of air. Again, looking to swing across the line, missed, and really crashed into the stump. Again, we see another batsman hitting across the line. As we look at the replay, Peter just giving it some air and swinging right across and missed and was bowled. 68 for 6. We now have 8.2 overs.
I think the Nutmeg Warriors, management and staff and all of them would probably have to do a little bit of better planning and better execution for the remainder of the games. Clearly, their plan was just to heat out today. But again, with such a challenging total of 134 to get up of 10 overs, you just start at a run rate of almost 13, every over. So, it maybe is the runs on the board who had them to play like this, but obviously you still got to plan the way you're going to do it.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. The planning is very important. It's not that you can go out there and just swing bat and be flashing. One has to say, listen, you know, particular batsman have to be there after 5, after 6 overs, and at the end of the day, try to see what can happen. This one is it straight. The fielder comes down from long on, and the batsman come back for 2 runs. And the ball tossed up and hit straight by Jackson. Jackson is off the mark with 2. Another player that hit the ball long, very far. But again, as you said, Eugene, the spin just seemed to be testing all the players. This one goes backward square, and the fielder at the short pine line has some run into the wall. He stops it just before he reaches the boundary, and the batsman will come back for 3 runs. Jackson on the 5 is 70 for 6. But I agree with you, the planning aspect of the game is critical. You know, it's 10-10, not because you're short push and you feel you can just go and hit everything, but you really have to plan. Toss up hit down to long off. Again, with the fielder on the boundary. Cyrus. Jackson on 5, Cyrus on 2. Jackson come back into strike, and this is a full toss and swung down to deep mid wicket and goes down to the boundary for 4. The fielder come from long on, moving to his right, and that mid wicket to the left, and it just went between both players, and it went over the line for 4. But again, you could see they attempted power, and all it meant was a full toss. You stroke it and you place it, and you probably get the same result.
Yes, definitely, Curly. And we see once again the batsman just losing the shape, trying to, you know, play the big shots. And sometimes what is required is just, you know, just get into the right position and get the bat through the ball, and then the results will be the same. But again, I just by looking at the 2 teams playing the second game at Crony, I think the Ginger,
Nutmeg Warriors?
No, the Ginger
Generals.
The Ginger Generals. They look to be a little more keen, a little more athletic. You could see them diving around. You could see the commitment in the field from the Generals, and obviously, you know, the spinners really put, you know, the clamp on the Nutmeg Warriors this afternoon.
Yeah, I agree with you. And with the loss of Fletcher very early, and then Kotoy, would have given them all the confidence that they needed.
That's right.
As Redhead going to begin the final over, and this one is swung down to mid wicket. They're going to look for 2 runs here. So that's 2 to Cyrus. It's 80 for 6. As Cyrus on 3 from 3. Jackson 9 from 3. The final over, 54 needed from 5 deliveries. And Nicholas Redhead. And this stroke down to long off. The Ambler single. So it has been really a convincing performance by Ginger Generals. I think they batted really well. And now they have come back strongly with the ball. First edition, Nutmeg Warriors would have lost quite a number of games early. Came back to win the tournament. Outside the off stump, big shot offered by Jackson. No contact. Really have been a good performance by the Ginger Generals. As we look at really beautiful conditions on here at National Stadium. It's good that we have been able to complete all the games today. And for the first time, one of the games decided on duck. This one is played down to long on. a super over. It's 82 for 6. Just 2 deliveries left. Still 52 runs required. Nicholas Redhead, none for 18. As he's gonna bowl to his Daryl Cyrus, one of his teammates. They both would have trained together, played for the same team. Redhead, number 6 shot. Again, Cyrus just pulling away, looking to hit. He made no contact. And you know of the final ball of the over. One really expected a tighter game. These two teams who would have up to today played undefeated, and one expected that really would be a tighter game, but it was not to be.
Yeah, I think it's quite a comfortable win for the Ginger Warriors and the Ginger Generals.
Yeah. Well, it has been a convincing win here for Ginger Generals. 82 for 6 after 10 overs, Nutmeg Warriors. And they were attempting to get up to 134 for victory. Really have been a convincing win by the Ginger Generals. And it has to go down, to me, to the batting of Jeremiah and also Milius. And they were the two that really turned it on very early and really did a fine job.
Yeah, I think the opening stand between Milius and Jeremiah really took the game away from the Nutmeg Warriors, scoring 90 odd for the first wicket, and from there it was just easy sailing for the Ginger Generals.
Yeah. Even though it seemed at one time being 95 without loss when they lost the first wicket, and they ended up outside of the last 2 sixes being hit in the last over. They probably would have ended up with a lot less, which meant as the slower bowlers came into the zone, as we have seen and you would have mentioned, the slower bowler just seemed to have the edge when they come in, just seemed to make things a little tighter for the team.
Yeah, with 90 odd runs, 90 runs in any T10 competition is already a lot of runs, and the 90 odd in 5 overs. So obviously it would have been a tough going for the Nutmeg Warriors, and losing Fletcher early, it really put a damper on the chase.
Yeah, and it was good. It meant that Fletcher had to do well. I mean, he's the one that can strike the ball, any direction with ease, and it meant that he would have to do very well. And losing him early, and then we would have seen again that the spinners coming into the zone, the slow bowlers coming into the zone, and again, like the team begin to struggle and they, begin to lose wicket. Kotai came and he didn't last long, and so when you really took out the heart of the batting, it really would have struggled, and which made it really difficult for Nutmeg Warriors.
Definitely, with the stranglehold by the spinners of the Ginger Generals, really put on, that tight hole for the Ginger Generals, and the Nutmeg Warriors had no answer.
Okay, we now go down to the field. Kerry is down there with I think Johan Jeremiah. Kerry, over to you.
All right, welcome to the post-match presentation. We have with us here Johan Jeremiah, the player of the match, and I'd like to ask Dr. Mario Christopher to present the token to Johan, reminding you that Johan would have had a knock of 42, which set up his team to 134. Also a partnership with Kimani Milius of 95 for the first wicket. Johan, your first serious knock in the tournament, how was it, and what are your thoughts all about it?
Yeah, it was a good knock. Yesterday I didn't get no runs, so I decided to come back today and just stick to the basics. I believe although it's a short version of the game, I think that you can still play proper cricket shots, and that's what I did today.
Jan Milias got your team off to a really good start, 95 in very quick time, really laid the foundation for you guys to set 134. How was it batting with Milias?
It's always a pleasure batting with Kimani. We go a long way from under 19, under 17. I just told him, just come out there, enjoy it as much as possible, and let's play good cricket and thinking cricket, and that's what we both did today.
All right, well, Johan, congratulations on your performance today, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Johan Jeremiah, 42 at the top of the innings, is our player of the match for match number 7. Up back to you, Rafel.
Thanks, Kerry. Interesting, Eugene, that he said that, sometimes you try to just play the basics and play it right. And it is so important. We have been speaking about it. Sometimes just the basics you have to do right. And
Jeremiah, I think he said the right thing there. Just remain. He said he didn't score any runs yesterday, so he went back to the basics today. Yeah, and he was successful today. So it just shows that he did a little bit of thinking about his game yesterday and come back today and be successful. So I think this particular innings from the Ginger Generals set up a benchmark for the remainder of the tournament, because I believe that 134 is a very challenging total for any of the teams. So it has set the precedent for the remainder of the tournament.
Yeah, well said. Just to remind you, tomorrow's game is a doubleheader. Ginger General, they come up against Safan Strikers, and that game starts at 11:45 a.m. And then we have Cinnamon Pacers coming up against Clove Challengers, and that game starts at 2:30 p.m. So really expecting again, as the tournament grows older, that the batsmen are going to come into their own. With a pitch that is playing really well, we expect the scores probably to be a bit bigger as the tournament goes forward. So just to let you know that we have completed the third fixture for today. Nutmeg Warriors 82 for 6. They lost by 51 runs to Ginger Generals. They lose in their first match, and we certainly look forward to you joining us tomorrow as we continue in this Dream 11 Spice Hill T10 tournament here at the Grenada National Stadium.
Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 2.0 cricket competition. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 2.0 cricket competition, April 5th to the 18th, Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.